Hi, I'm Marlon Dahl, and today on Bachelor on a Budget, we are going to be making a vegan shepherd's pie. You are going to need some onion, some mushrooms, garlic. I have some Eve's ground beef or ground lamb, whatever you want to imagine it to be. Some potatoes that we are going to put on top, and we are going to use a frozen vegetable medley and a couple more ingredients, but it's super quick to make. So let's get into it. Okay, first step is we want to get our potatoes. You can use any kind, russet. I got some red Yukon. You can use yellow. I'm going to put it in my Instant Pot for about 10 minutes. Alternatively, you can boil it if you don't have an Instant Pot. Basically, you want to boil it until you can easily put a knife in and it will easily slide off of it. Get some water in there. Instant Pot saves so much time. So steam for 10 minutes. So we have an induction burner with our steel wok. You can use whatever kind of pan you want, really. I'm using this because my induction burner doesn't like my other pans. So I'm gonna add a couple tablespoons of oil. You can use whatever type of high smoke point oil that you want. So don't use your fancy extra virgin olive oil. I'm using a grapeseed. That's getting hot, so I'm gonna throw in my onions. And we want these to caramelize. I'm gonna cook this on a medium high. Right now we are just sweating the onions, and we want it to caramelize a bit, get a little browning in there, get them to soften up, and then we can put in the rest of our ingredients here, our mushrooms and our garlic. Okay, that is just starting to brown, so we can get both of our mushrooms and our garlic in there. So I have about 2 cups of mushrooms, maybe a bit more, but you know, I like mushrooms. Gives you that umami flavor. And our garlic. We didn't want to add our garlic right away because we don't want it to burn, and garlic burns a bit easier than onions. Onions and mushrooms you can cook forever. We're gonna get a pinch of salt in there. You can do the salt to taste, so don't add too much. You can always add more later. You can't take it away. Onions and garlic, I probably start 90% of my meals, and then onions, garlic, and mushrooms, about 80%. It's a key staple. It just adds so much flavor to every dish. Next, we can get some thyme in there. I'm gonna use about a teaspoon, maybe a tablespoon of thyme. Depends how much you like it. You can use fresh if you want. I got some dried. If you like it spicy, you can add some chili flakes. Secret ingredient, some MSG. So there's also other vegetables that you can add to this that make it really delicious. Like you can put in zucchini or cauliflower, so you chop that up, add that in. We're keeping it super simple here, but those are great additions. I made this earlier in the week and I added zucchini and cauliflower. It's superb. Now the ultimate bachelor item, no-name mixed vegetable, frozen vegetables that stay in your freezer for 4 years and end up getting frostbitten. But this is great for a dish like this, and it's super cheap. But yeah, we'll add this in. And this is a medley of peas, beans, corn, and carrots. I'm gonna go about 2 cups in there. Tempted to add more. Okay, maybe a bit more. We're making big portions. And the great part about this dish is you get leftovers. I mean, unless you're cooking for 8 people. I'm cooking in a big pan, and I've eaten this dish 3 times this week. Now for our vegan beef or lamb mixture, whatever you want to call it, you don't need to cook this long because it's plants, not animals. And so it's not raw. So we can get that in, and it's only going to take a couple minutes. And then we are going to reduce that. I think that package was about 400 grams. If it's 100 grams more or less, you're fine. Now we want to get about a cup of stock in there, so vegetable stock. Instead of stock, I am using some Better Than bouillon, so it's kind of like a paste. Add it in and then add water to it. This stuff is like packed full of umami. It's like a flavor bomb. And so I'm gonna put, this is about 2 tablespoons or 1 like really heaping. And I'm gonna put about a cup of water into that and let that reduce until our potatoes are done. And the cup of water. And that will also scrape off all of the little brown bits on the bottom of your pan. If it's really cooked on there and you want to, you can always add some wine, either white or red. Now we give it a taste, see what else it might need. I'd say it doesn't need any more salt. We're just gonna let that reduce, wait for our potatoes to steam, and yeah, we're golden. Oh, crucial ingredient that I forgot to do, turning on the oven. We are baking at 425. High heat because we're not gonna cook it long in the oven. We just wanna get a nice top. I might actually speed it up by just broiling it on top. Like frying this took like 7 minutes, so you can make this dish pretty quick. You just need to get your potatoes in ahead of time and remember to turn on the oven. Okay, we can set this aside. That is done. I realize I have every utensil but a potato masher. Wooden spoon works. Okay, just gonna drain this. Okay, that's cooked, easily slid through. Now we can mash. Next, I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons of some vegan butter. I'm using Earth Balance, basically margarine. Maybe a bit more. And about, I think about a cup of non-dairy milk. I'm using soy milk, but you can use almond, whatever. Unsweetened would be a good idea. I'll add a bit of salt and some completely optional garlic powder. And if you want to, you can throw in some vegan cheese. I got mozzarella style shreds made from almonds from Trader Joe's. But completely optional. And I'd say that's mashed. You don't want to mash it too much because if you mash it too much, it gets a bit like pasty or sticky. So I'd say that's good. So we are gonna start plating into our pan. Okay, now let's put in our mixture at the bottom here. Spread that around. And now for our potatoes. So we're basically just spreading it over our mixture. Try not to mix them too much. You know, a nice layer. If your potatoes are softer, it's a bit easier to do. And that is ready for the oven. And we'll let that cook for about 10 minutes. You can keep an eye on it. If you want to speed up, just set it to a broil, but keep an eye on it, especially if you go on the top rack. I would not walk away from that if it's on the top rack on a broil. Voila. Look at that, nicely golden brown on the top. That was the broil. Okay, and try not to mess this up. The first one's always the toughest to get out. Well, that wasn't too bad. I need to up my food plating game. If you want to make that look nice and fancy, you can add some garnish. For parsley, the easiest way to get the leaves off, or especially when you have a big bunch, is you just scrape the knife down, and then that way you don't get all the stems. You kind of want the stems for cilantro, because they have a lot of flavor, but parsley, not so much. And just a little bit of sprinkle of that. Like I said, food plating game needs work, but we are done. Let's give this a taste. Get all of that in there. That is pretty damn good. Now look at all this stuff I got. Ooh, that's hot. That's hot. That was dumb. But this is delicious. I implore you to make this. I'm gonna enjoy this, but thanks for watching. Check out some more videos. I got a ton of content on there, ton of recipes, and YouTube loves it when you watch lots of my videos, and they'll promote more of them, so please do that. If you haven't subscribed already, do that too, and comment down below if you wanna see me make anything in particular, or you wanna yell nasty things at me, whatever you wanna do. Bye for now.